What's going on, guys? It is Kieran from Gen Z Finance here. Guys, today we're going to be covering this cannabis stock, Afria Inc. I did make a video previously on this stock when it was around $6 a share, and today it is just broken $10 a share. This company has been on the absolute uptrend for the past month, up almost 70% on the month. Like, man, this is insane. Congrats to anybody that bought shares last month around $6 a share. I know I was one of them. I'm sitting on exactly 112 shares for a cost basis of $6.42. So I'm up 56% total on this stock, which is unreal for me. I'm up around $400 Canadian on this position. This is a position that I wanted to build like crazy. I love this company over any other cannabis stock in the industry right now. An insane balance sheet this company has. An insane balance sheet. I love this balance sheet over any other balance sheet. Other companies, other cannabis companies, they don't have a decent balance sheet, but they got really bad numbers compared to Aphria. In my opinion, Aphria is the number one player and is going to be the number one player in the long term. So, all the other cannabis stocks have been moving up tremendously. I think Aurora Cannabis last month was around $6, even $5 a share. Now it's sitting at $13 a share here today, which is unreal. So, ever since the presidential election had been announced, these stocks have been absolutely running through the roof because it gives a lot of shareholders, plus the cannabis companies, a chance to get into federal legalization in the United States. I would have bought way more shares. I built this in like a $600 position, which is absolutely brutal. I wanted to make at least $2,000 in there. I wanted to put at least $2,000 in there, but I couldn't. I bought in I actually bought in right on that peak at $7 a share. So I bought, I think, $200 worth. So, and then right after their net earnings on July, completely plummeted. So right there, I was like, dude, honestly, this is perfect. I love the company, love the tremendous balance sheet, tremendous numbers, increasing numbers, hand over fist every single quarter, except like sometimes they're not net positive, but I don't care about any of that. I care about them competing for market share, which is the most important thing in the cannabis industry right now. So that wasn't an issue. That gave me a chance to dollar cost average my shares all the way down to $6.42. So I built that into a $600 position. I kept buying. I think I was buying like 20 shares per dip, and then it shot right back up again. And I was gonna buy more at that time, so I bought another stock. I think I bought more Enbridge at the time. So yeah, that was an issue. Then it plummeted again, so I bought a little bit more shares here. I bought a lot of shares, like a good amount of shares. I think I bought like most of my shares here around $5.96. And then ever since then, it's just been going through the roof, which is unfortunate. I want to build it into a crazy bigger position than I have today, but it is what it is. I'm not going to complain about that 60% gain I have on that for now, and that's a short-term gain too. So hopefully it plays out and becomes another $100 stock like it was in the past, or $27. I think that was Aurora Cannabis actually, but actually let's check it out, guys. Yeah, it was around $18, $20 a share in the past, but, their numbers are way better than they ever were before. So, you can predict a stock price on its previous stock market share price. But, yeah, they're doing fantastic. Crazy numbers. More Canadians are buying cannabis than ever. And just cannabis stocks are in a great position moving forward. All right, guys, let's take a look at their financial statements here. Look at this balance sheet, man. I love this balance sheet. $400 million in cash and cash equivalents. $891 million in current assets, for total assets being $2,400,900,000. Now, this is when it gets insane. Current liabilities, $166 million. That's around like an 8 or a 7 current ratio. That being said, long-term liabilities are sitting on long-term debt of $128 million. It's like almost non-existent for a company that's holding $400 million in cash and cash equivalents. So guys, for total liabilities, they have $640 million in liabilities compared to a $2 billion, almost $500 million in assets. Guys, obviously this isn't for Q2 of 2021, but we will be expecting that in the near future. But this shows us that they're in a great position for this entire quarter and the rest of the quarter going forward, right? So cannabis revenue up over 100% from last year. Insane. Cost of cannabis down 13 million from the previous Q1 in 2019, which is phenomenal. That means they're dropping their the dollar per gram, which is fantastic. Net income of a loss of only 5 million, and everyone freaked out and sold off their shares, and I bought them right back up, and now it's $10 a share. Guys, like, you're not investing for these companies to make money as of now. You're investing for them to compete for market share and increase that cannabis revenue per quarter. Comparing Aurora Cannabis balance sheet to Afria's, they're almost just sitting around the same level here. Total assets $2.7 billion there, and then total liabilities $600,000. Aurora Cannabis being the bigger company, they only have $133 million in cash and cash equivalents compared to Afria's $400 million, which is a pretty drastic difference. I must correct myself in saying that Aurora Cannabis being the bigger company here, they were. Now Afria is the top dog. They're around $3 billion market cap, and Aurora Cannabis right now is around 2.5 billion market cap there. So now, guys, this is what you have to take into account as a shareholder. What company is doing better numbers and is in a way better financial position than other companies? Now, guys, I know I'm only comparing Afria to Aurora Cannabis. This is just an example here. So you got Aurora Cannabis almost making break-even numbers on the revenue from sales of goods growth. So in 2019, they had 81 million, and in 2020, they had 82 million, which is almost just break-even. So their sales growth has been very low, but yo, take this in. Their net revenue, 67 million in 2020, down 73 million from the previous quarter in 2019. Also, they have reported a almost $110 million loss. Now, if they run into that same issue in their next quarter release, that $120 million they have in cash or cash equivalents, gone. No longer. They're going to have to pay that out and pay for that net loss that they just occurred in that quarter. Now, guys, that is not a good position to be in at all if they keep running into that major net losses. Now, comparing that $5 million loss to a $110 million loss, I am very happy I am an Afria holder at this time. Take a look at that. Aurora Cannabis up almost 18% on the day, and Afria is only up 6%. Like, man, people are just funneling in their money into the first thing they see. No one's looking into anything. It's just lots of speculation. Like, you can tell if you look into numbers, you can tell that the amount of speculation that is in the market is unreal. Because Aurora Cannabis, it's one of the it's a big brand name. Like, if you go into looking into cannabis companies, you're gonna see Canopy, you're gonna see Aurora Cannabis, and you're gonna see Afria most of the time. And there's Kronos as well. Hexo, it's a smaller company. It is also a major player. Like, are you for real? 18% up. Lawsuits filed against PT, CACC, and Aurora Cannabis. Law pursues shareholder claims. Wow. And it's up 18%. Alright, guys, enough about Aurora Cannabis. We're just comparing Afria to Aurora Cannabis. Hopefully I just opened up your guys' eyes a little bit there on my views against Afria versus Aurora Cannabis in this industry, right? So, guys, is Afria a buy right now? That is the major question. Guys, the major question you have to ask yourself is, if I buy $10 a share right now, where do I see this company going? In the next 5 years, is Afria going to be $10 a share? If federal legalization comes in the United States, is Afria going to be $10 a share? If they keep increasing revenues quarter over quarter, become net positive in net income, they're not going to be $10 a share. I'm going to tell you that. And if the price goes down, that just gives you an opportunity to dollar cost average your shares. Am I right? That's what I would be doing, and that's exactly what I did. Now, I'm not telling you guys to time the market here, but let me talk about something real quick. So every single one of these little spikes here were the weeks before their financial statements, right? So their quarter releases. So every time they released it, a major sell-off happened, right? Here again, here comes up October, couple days goes up in price like crazy. Net loss comes in of 5 million. Everyone's freaking out because they're short-term players. Goes back down, just gives everyone, all the long-term shareholders, free stocks to buy here in the $5 price range, and that's when you guys should be buying. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen again. Now the stock's at its all-time highs. They're 52-week highs right now, but just buy the dips. If you're buying at $10 a share right now, it goes down to $8 a share, $7 a share. You dollar cost average your shares. You get that down to 8, goes back up to 10. You're in profit for 20%. You know what I mean? So it's a great time to buy right now. It's still, I believe it was still a good stock price to be buying in at. I was buying in at $8 a share. I was buying in at $6 a share, $5 a share. Honestly, I love this company. I'm personally right now, I'm not going to be buying any shares because my dollar cost is so low already. But if it does drop down to $8 a share, $7 a share, I'll be funneling in money like crazy into that stock for sure. Guys, you got analysts expecting 25% revenue increases this year and next year 25% as well, which is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Hopefully these numbers do play out. You can expect that to be a lot higher too, the way Aphria is moving on right now as well. So yeah, guys. If you guys haven't checked out my last Aphria video, I cover the entire investor relations page, exactly what they're doing, what they're selling, exactly what they're competing for, what market share they're going for. So if you guys haven't checked out that video, make sure you guys do check out that. Link will be in the description for sure. So yeah, that'll be a great video if you guys are trying to get interested in and invest in Aphria stock. That being said, thank you all for sticking to the end of this video. I appreciate all you guys that stick out the entire video. It helps me tremendously. So if you guys do want more stock market related videos and stock analysis like this video, please make sure you guys do like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a huge amount. So that being said, guys, have a great day.